The world's biggest tournament is coming, and the official FIFA World Cup 26 Try-Under competition ball is here at the Goal 90 shop. Designed for the game's biggest stage, it's built for precision, speed and control. Right now, you can make it yours with 30% off plus free shipping. Don't just watch the World Cup, own a piece of it. Visit goal90.shop today and order now. The 2026 World Cup is going to hit different. Some of the most electrifying footballers on the planet, players who score hat-tricks for fun, who've lifted Champions League trophies, who make defending look easy, have never experienced the World Cup. But next summer in North America, that all changes. We're ranking the 11 best players making their World Cup debut, and honestly, it's crazy that some of these names have never been to one before. Let's get into it. Number 11, Estevão, Brazil. We'll start with one of football's most exciting teenage talents. Estevão arrived at Chelsea from Palmeiras in 2024, and the hype around this kid has been massive. At just 18 years old, the Brazilian winger has shown glimpses of his potential with 5 goal contributions in his first 16 Chelsea appearances under Enzo Maresca. But here's what makes it special. Estevão was only 14 when Brazil crashed out of Qatar 2022. He was in school while Neymar and company were battling in the desert. Brazil have handed him his senior debut, and he's already grabbed goals in friendlies against Senegal and Tunisia. Carlo Ancelotti clearly sees something special, and with Brazil desperate to reclaim the World Cup for the first time since 2002, Estevão could be that spark of youthful energy the Seleção need. Number 10, Nick Woltemade, Germany. Newcastle United pulled off one of the summer's biggest signings by landing Nick Woltemade from Stuttgart for a club record £69 million, and the 23-year-old German striker has hit the ground running. Woltemade has bagged 4 goals in 8 Premier League appearances under Eddie Howe. But it's with Germany where he's really been catching eyes. The 6'6" frontman has scored 4 goals and provided an assist in just 6 World Cup qualifiers, including a brace against Luxembourg. Julian Nagelsmann clearly trusts him. Woltemade brings aerial dominance, physicality, and the ability to hold up play. Germany are always among the favourites, and having Woltemade leading the line gives them a weapon they haven't had in years. Number 9, Pau Cubarsí, Spain. The 18-year-old Barcelona centre-back was doing his homework when Spain got knocked out of the 2022 World Cup. Fast forward to now, and he's already made 56 appearances for Barcelona, helping them win La Liga and reach the Champions League semi-finals. Cubarsí plays with a maturity that makes you forget he's a teenager. In his recent outing for Spain against Georgia, he had 98% passing accuracy. That's veteran-level stuff from a kid barely old enough to vote. Spain know how to win World Cups, and in Cubarsí, they've got the perfect heir to their defensive tradition. He reads the game brilliantly, rarely gets caught out, and can play out from the back like a midfielder. Spain's defensive future looks incredibly bright. Number 8, Désiré Doué, France. Désiré Doué is one of French football's most exciting young talents, and PSG knew exactly what they were doing when they signed him from Rennes. At 19 years old, Doué can play as an attacking midfielder on the wing or in a deeper role. That versatility is gold at major tournaments. What makes him special is his ability to glide past players like they're not there. He's got quick feet vision and the ability to pick passes that unlock defences. France are looking to reclaim the trophy they won in 2018, and Doué is part of their reloaded squad. He's still establishing himself at PSG, but the talent is undeniable. Sometimes a World Cup is exactly where young players announce themselves to the world. Number 7, Gabriel Magalhães, Brazil. Gabriel Magalhães has been absolutely immense for Arsenal, establishing himself as one of the Premier League's best centre-backs. He's been crucial to Arsenal's back-to-back title challenges, and his partnership with William Saliba has become one of Europe's most formidable defensive duos. But this will be his first World Cup. At 27 years old, Gabriel is in his prime, yet he's never experienced football's biggest tournament. Brazil's defensive issues have been well documented, and Gabriel brings the steel and physical presence they desperately need. Number 6, Florian Wirtz, Germany. The 22-year-old made a move from Bayer Leverkusen to Liverpool in 2024, and things haven't gone to plan. Wirtz hasn't scored or assisted in his first 11 Premier League appearances, and Liverpool sit 8 points off the top. But this is still the same Florian Wirtz who tore up the Bundesliga, the same player who was considered one of Europe's best young talents. Sometimes players need time to adapt, and for Wirtz, the World Cup could be exactly what he needs to rediscover his form. Wirtz missed Qatar 2022, so 2026 will be his debut. He'll be desperate to prove his Liverpool struggles don't define him. If Wirtz finds that Leverkusen form, Germany become even more dangerous. Never write off a player of his caliber. Number 5, Martin Ødegaard, Norway. Here's another player who you can't quite believe has never been to a World Cup. Martin Ødegaard has been one of the Premier League's best midfielders for the past 3 seasons, captaining Arsenal and dragging them into title contention. The 26-year-old is the complete midfielder, brilliant on the ball, exceptional at dictating tempo, and capable of producing moments of magic when his team needs them most. He's matured into a genuine leader at Arsenal, and Norway will be counting on him to bring that same composure and quality to the World Cup. Number 4, Luis Diaz, Colombia. Luis Diaz has been one of Europe's most devastating wingers for years, yet this will be his first World Cup. The Colombian has been lethal for Bayern Munich this season, 6 goals and 4 assists in just 10 Bundesliga appearances. Diaz finished World Cup qualifying with 7 goals and 3 assists in 17 matches. He was there when Colombia sealed qualification with a 3-0 win over Bolivia, and he admitted how emotional it was, saying it'll be his first World Cup and he's very moved by it. At 28, Diaz is in his prime. His time at Liverpool taught him what it takes to perform on the biggest stages. Now at Bayern, he's continuing that excellence. Colombia have a talented squad, and with Diaz in this form, they could be dark horses. Number 3, Cole Palmer, England. Cole Palmer's rise has been remarkable. 2 years ago, he was trying to break into Manchester City's squad. Now he's Chelsea's superstar and a key part of England's World Cup plans. Last season, Palmer had 25 goals and 15 assists for Chelsea. He capped it off with a brilliant Club World Cup final performance. At Euro 2024, he came off the bench in the final and scored England's equaliser against Spain, showing he doesn't shrink under pressure. England have come so close recently. Maybe Palmer is that final piece to end the 60-year wait for a major trophy. Number 2, Lamine Yamal, Spain. At Euro 2024, a 16-year-old took the football world by storm. Lamine Yamal was sensational, assisting the winner in the final and being named Young Player of the tournament. Now 18, Yamal is heading into his first World Cup with massive expectations. But this kid doesn't feel pressure. The bigger the stage, the better he plays. Spain will build their attack around Yamal in North America. He's already proven at the Euros he belongs on the biggest stages. People thought they'd seen what he could do. But that was just the beginning. The World Cup is where he cements his status as football's next global superstar. Number 1, Erling Haaland, Norway. It feels wrong that Erling Haaland has never played in a World Cup. The man is a goal-scoring phenomenon, arguably the most lethal striker on the planet. But Norway hadn't qualified since 1998, 2 years before Haaland was born. That drought is over, and Haaland is why. He's scored 16 goals in World Cup qualifying. 16! His international record is absurd, 55 goals in 48 appearances. That's more than a goal per game. At Manchester City, Haaland's been just as dominant. He's into double digits in the Premier League this season, chasing another title. At 25, he's in his prime. He's won everything at club level. But the World Cup is the one thing missing. Norway aren't favourites, but with Haaland and Martin Ødegaard, they've got 2 world-class players who can trouble anyone, and Haaland thrives on these challenges. The bigger the stage, the more motivated he becomes. So there you have it, the 11 best players making their World Cup debut in 2026. Which debut are you most excited about? Can Haaland lead Norway on a magical run? Will Yamal become football's next icon? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss our content. Catch you in the next one. Bye.